Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen, to Global Impromptu Speaking session number 87th. It's been a great journey, great learning session. Today, I have made one video to give tribute to Toastmasters International for the transformation happened in my life. What has happened in your life? Please share with me whenever you feel like, or share with people, inspire them, tell them, why did you join Toastmasters? Where have you reached? And are you ready to leave this journey of learning? And if you're planning to leave, when? If you're not planning to leave, then what's the reason behind? And I'm sure with that question and answer session, you will be able to inspire many more people to join and inspire even more people. Today, our topics master is none other than Gracious Umar. He's a Friday man. Normally, he takes up the challenge to put us in challenge, but this is what we love. That's the reason he is known for, and we love him for that. And to support him, we have another lady, inspiring lady, very humble, very supportive. I've seen at many places, at many contests to support Toastmasters and Cavaliers. And she has taken challenge as timer of today's meeting. She is none other than our own, a beautiful TTM Jessie. Please put your hands together to welcome her, to explain the timing mechanism.
Yes.
You need to, okay.
Yes, I can. Global Toastmasters family, good evening and welcome to our Global TT session. I don't forgot the number. Okay. We have a very interesting and very inspiring motivational speaker today who's going to give us mind-boggling topics, but I would want everyone to grasp the meaning and talk. Even if you don't know, you can improvise your speeches. At 1 minute, you will see the timing machine, this timer. But at 1 minute, I will show this light. At 1.30 second, I will show amber light. At 2 minutes, I will show you red light. At red light, you wind off your speech so that everyone can get to speak. Over to you, DTM Amjad.
Thank you so much, DTM Jesse, for accepting this challenge. All right, ladies and gentlemen, be ready to receive an interesting topic and share your inspiring experience or story. But before that, just want to tell you, nobody's going to judge you. Please speak more, fail more, inspire more, and change more. That's what we are always expecting. Nobody will come to help you but yourself. Please put your hands together to welcome our own topics master, none other than all the way from Saudi Arabia, who hails from Pakistan, our gracious Umar Farooq. You need to unmute yourself, Umar. You are not audible.
Oh, okay. Today will be a very interesting session. Very profound and very motivational and inspiring messages for everybody to think about and to ponder on. So let's start with none other than our Dr. Farida.
Good
Dr.
evening,
Farida,
everybody. Sorry.
Dr. Farida, your topic is you keep forgiving someone until you unlove them. I'll repeat. You keep forgiving someone until you unlove them. Dr. Farida.
A very good evening, my global impromptu family members. The topic that has been given to me is connected to forgiveness, that you keep forgiving someone until you fall out of love with them, or you start hating them, or you don't care about them anymore. And I closely relate to this topic. There are so many people that I observe in my daily lives who tolerate other people's arrogance, abuse, physical and verbal, in all kinds of situations, be it relationships, be it work environment, be it in friendships. A lot of time, there's a lot of peer pressure. There are groups of friends where all the friends gang up together and make fun of one friend, which is also not right. So I think that all of us, we should discover who our own selves are and what we are worth. And we should make sure that we command our respect. We should, of course, we should be gracious enough to accept jokes. Jokes are different. We should be gracious enough to accept criticism. But if somebody is deliberately trying to demean us, to torture us, to cheat us out of our money or cheat us out of our personality or character, we should not tolerate it. Okay, once or twice you forgive people. There have been many instances, ladies and gentlemen, even in my life, that I have forgiven or given second chances to loads and loads of people. Believe you me, it does not pay to forgive and forget. Take it from a poor pro. Every time people will tell you, forgive and forget, forgive and forget. In practical life, that is not what happens. It is better to remember and recover rather than forgive and forget. Remember what they did to you and recover out of it and then steer away. Stay away from these toxic people. And this is my message for tonight. I truly, truly feel for this topic that yes, we do tend to fall out of love with people who who are not good to us or who do not reciprocate our feelings in the way that we love them or in the way that we want them to reciprocate. This is love is a mutual thing. Actually, love is never one sided. This is only in books. Only in books that we see that people say, oh, we have one sided love. Love is always supposed to be a two-way traffic. There should be mutual respect, mutual understanding. Only then the love blossoms. And one way love, surely it's a dead end. And it's very easy to fall out of love if the other person is extremely mean. A very good evening to everybody.
Oh, wonderful thoughts, Dr. Farida. Inspiring and very insightful. We have with us Miss Savita.
Yes, tabletop master.
Miss Savita, your topic is maturity is when you don't broadcast your emotions online to gain sympathy. I'll repeat, maturity is when you don't broadcast your emotions online for sympathy.
Thank you very much, tabletop master. Maturity. When a person gets matures, he or she doesn't have to broadcast emotions. The person is very easily, that person can control his or her emotions. See, when you are not able to control your emotions, when you just give it away, when you become timid, or you just cry or shout or be in the extremes of the emotions, you are not matured. Means you are flowing with the flow of the other persons. You are not taking your stand. You are not gracious enough to take the situation in your hand and go ahead in life. Maturity is something different. Emotions doesn't come at all in that. Emotions you are very able to control and then take the situation proper way to for the consequences. Yes, I fully agree. Any mature person with his or her experience, with different exposures at a particular stage. And I feel the age is not the thing. I have seen some younger people also much mature than the elder people with their experiences. Yes, for maturity, you don't have to show your emotions or you don't have to broadcast in front of people. You can show it by just responding to whatever situations you come across. And with that, with graciously, I hand over this stage to gracious Umar. Thank you.
You need to unmute yourself, Omar. I would request you one thing. Sorry for the interruption. If you are not speaking, mute yourself. And when you start speaking, please unmute yourself. The reason is, it pops in, your screen pops in when somebody is speaking. All right, thank you so much.
Okay, Gavilia Shashant.
Am I audible, Ethics Master?
Yes, you are audible. So your topic is you always fear what you don't understand. You always fear what you don't understand. Gavilia Shashant.
Thanks, Table Topics Master, for a question that's something very much real for everyone in this world. I'm not only talking about my age of children, but all those ages. We always fear about something which we don't know. Yes, that is 101% true. When we know stuff, we think that we are the king, we are the masterpiece in that. We do those things fast and we complete it. We get the name. Ah, you know what? I know this. I did this. I did this in a short moment. You get the name. But when it comes to something what you don't know, you will surely fear. Let me say that you will surely fear. I'm the guarantee for it. When a person fears, he or she will panic and they won't get the main motive of what the particular task is. Then how will we finish the task? Everybody are learners every day. They get to know new things. And that's what. Everybody are not masterpieces in everything. Just like how my dad says. Nobody can become doctor in just one night. They need to learn for a few years. They may become the doctor, they may get the name, but still they will learn themselves. They will update. And when it comes to things we don't know, even I am one of them. I get scared when I get to face something which I really don't know, which I have really not done yet. It is something new to me. I get feared. Oh my God, what am I going to do? Will I fail in that? Will I get something that makes my teacher angry? Will I be sad if I don't get the perfect result? How will I do it, by the way? What should I do? A simple suggestion from me will be that pause, think about task. Take 2 to 3 minutes, think about it, get to know about it completely. Even though you don't know the meaning in English, no worry. Put it in the Google. Everything is available right now in just one click. You can put it in the Google, Tamil meaning, Hindi meaning, everything is available. And then it comes, pops out. So that you analyze the task, you complete it. And this is what I have learned by today's topic. Thank you, Table Topic Master. Topic Master, you're
Wonderful
muted.
insights. Wonderful insights, Shashank, for your age. Great speaking. Now we have with us Manodya. Manodya, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
Manodya, I have a topic for you. From this is the saying of Gautama Buddha. Huh? Apologize for being wrong, not for being honest. I'll repeat. Apologize for being wrong, not for being honest.
Apologize,
Manodya.
apologize not being.
Apologize for being wrong and not for being honest.
Apologize for being wrong, not for being honest. Actually, that is a saying by our Lord Buddha. You should apologize to people. You should apologize to people when they are wrong, because we are doing something by doing mistakes. Without mistakes, we cannot do anything. So, time to time we have to learn by doing understand. As Susan said, we have to learn. We are not masterpieces. We are students. We have to learn time to time. But not we don't not we don't not apologize to the honest, because honest is very dangerous. Why I saying that? Being honest is mean don't question something. Without question something, we can't improve. So by questioning, we can improve ourselves. Why I say that? Without questioning, how we can improve? Question is the most important thing when they are learning. Actually, learning is a circle. That first we have a question, then we finding answers, then we solve the question, solve the puzzle, then we have another task. That is the nature of life. So I think we have to do mistakes for our future life, but we don't not be honest, because honest means not questioning. Because not questioning is very bad thing. Without questioning, we can't give up, we can't achieve our improvement. As I think now we have enough facilities to improve ourselves, so we can Google anything and we can learn anything. Today, as an example of me, I can't speak in English, but now I am speaking in front of audience. So I think being mistakes we can improve ourselves. Table topic master, over to you.
Interesting thought process, Manodya. Great effort. Jessie ma'am, you will take at the end of the session or later? Okay. Abhinav.
Yes, my dear friend.
Abhinav, your topic is dead people receive more flowers than the living because regret is stronger than the gratitude. I'll repeat. Dead people receive more flowers than the living because regret is more stronger than the gratitude. Over to you.
Wow, it's true. When you're alive, hardly people are giving you respect or praising you. But the moment you die, all of a sudden, you became the best person of this world. Everybody count the good things about you. Everybody count the things which are marvelous, fantastic about you, and they praise you and they wish, oh, this man should live a bit more. He was a value to the society, and his contribution was really amazing. Have you wondered why they're counting these things when you're no more? Reason is simple. You are not there to correct them. You are sleeping, resting in peace, and they can say anything about you. This happens. Now, have you wondered why this thing is only happened when you are no more? Well, the thing is that it's a very common thing, and where it's very common sense that yes, when something is not with us, we value it. We regret that, oh, I missed that thing. It goes with time. Like if you spend a day watching movies, playing video games, and at the end you'll say, man, I had a good day. But somewhere down in your heart you'll say, oh, I wasted my day. I wish I could have my day back. I could have utilized it. I could have learned something new. I could have invested in some productive thing. I could have talked to my friends. I can chit chat. But no, I wasted. So this is our tendency. Whenever something is gone, we are regretting. And we are regretting badly. And we wish to have that thing back. So my dear friends, whatever you are wasting, think twice. Be it your money, be it your time, be it your efforts, or anything. Think twice because you're not going it back. And at last, at the end of the day, you're going to regret. So it's better to think twice than regret. My dear friend, take this advice. Think twice. It's good. Thank you very much, my dear friend. Over to you.
Wonderful and inspiring words, Abhinav. Great speaking. Now we have with us Dinesh.
Yes, Sumar.
Dinesh, I have a very interesting one for you.
Yes, sir.
You are too good for someone who isn't sure about you. You are too good for someone who isn't sure about you. Dinesh.
Thanks a lot, sir. Whenever I'll take any topic from you, it's all about physics and chemistry. It's kind of question I need to solve. So yeah, if I'm good to someone, so yeah, so we are all have our own opinions, and our own opinions or our own things about the others. And some feel we are good, and some feel like some see there is some negatives about us, and some see there is some positives about us, and it's something that we cannot change. But what we can do is we can uh, do the same way what you are doing daily, and do the best what you can do from your side, and yeah, have a gratitude, and so you don't need to regret and for all the things, but for some you can uh, take it in a positive way. Even someone won't care for us, and we can move on. So this is what for now I can think of about the topic, Umar sir. Thank you.
Wonderful short thoughts shared, Dinesh. Well done. We have with us Ajay sir.
जी sir.
Ajay sir, I have a very interesting topic for you. I always have interesting topics. So you have that one. Anxiety is when butterflies in your stomach turn into bees. I'll repeat. Anxiety is when the butterflies in your stomach turn into bees. Ajay
Okay.
sir.
Okay. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Umar, for that, and I have for that wonderful topic. And I must graciously accept that I have no clue about anxiety. To be very honest, anxiety is something when butterflies turn into bees. Okay. First of all, I used to believe that anxiety was feeling, butterflies in your stomach. Uh, No, anxiety is not. Okay, since our gracious Umar says it is not, I have to agree with him that it is not. Anxiety is not butterflies. Maybe just an apprehension or a fear factor, or a fear or a feeling of discomfort, which is butterflies. But when that discomfort reaches a level of causing physical elements or causing some attributes which are basically trying to dislodge your mental equilibrium, then of course the butterflies are no longer butterflies. Then they are like bees. They sting, they disturb you, they are painful. I'm not here to give you a lecture on anxiety from a medical perspective, absolutely not, because anxiety is a huge subject when it comes to emotional elements. So let me speak about something which is very casual here on this forum, because this is a table topics forum where we have people from all over the world. And honestly, at this moment, when I started, I was anxious seeing all of you and the topic. But when I saw people were here on this stage wearing masks, especially the host of the meeting wearing a mask, then definitely it's no longer anxious. On a digital platform, person wearing a mask is not anxiousness, it's no longer butterflies, it's definitely bee stings. I can tell you, even on a digital platform, if I'm going to wear a mask, it pains me, I can tell you. I do agree, Umar, that anxiety is the transformation, I would say, from butterflies into stings, and it definitely affects your physical aspects. Over to you, sir.
Wonderful improvisation, Ajay sir, as usual. Okay. Manu sir. Manu from India.
Yes, Umar.
So your topic is we all eat lies when our hearts are hungry. I'll repeat. We all eat lies when our hearts are hungry. Madhu sir.
Okay, we all eat lies when our hearts are
Hungry.
hungry. Okay. Okay, coming to lies, I'm not sure whether you can eat lies for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But taking it in the way I understand it, that there are times when you don't say anything, when you hear a lie. Maybe in our day-to-day life, there are many instances wherein we just ignore lies that come our way, or there are times even we resort to lies to gain an unfair advantage. Unfortunately, the world that we live, we are flooded with a lot of information, and we are really not sure what what is truth and what is a lie. Every day, we are bombarded with information which we are clueless about. And I see people fighting on white lies, which is as if it's the eternal truth. And it really grieves or pains my heart when people do that without understanding the reality behind it. So, for example, sitting here at my place, I don't know what is happening in my neighbor's house, and I am fighting or I am discussing politics which is far from where I am, and I am fighting on individuals who I don't even know personally. And people do it, I don't know what kind of a pleasure they gain out of it. And when you try to question them or try to tell them that, okay, what is the authenticity of this information, people don't like it. So probably what you're saying is right, that we live in a world wherein people enjoy lies more than to accept the truth. And we are all hungry for truth actually, but unfortunately, we are being fed a lot of lies in our day-to-day life. And with our limited abilities, we don't know what is the eternal truth. So I hope we get into that mindset wherein we don't take things on face value and really dig deeper to understand what is the real truth. Over to you, table topic master Umar.
Wonderful thoughts, Manusa. Great insights. We have with us Advait. Advait.
Hello.
Advait, I have a topic for you. What you tell yourself every day will either lift you up or tear you down. I'll repeat. What you tell yourself every day will either lift you up or tear you down. Advait.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. How are you all doing? What I tell myself is either going to lift me up or tear me apart. It's true. You you are your own master. You are your own. You're responsible for yourself in the end of the day. And now I've been told that every morning I should say I'm the best. I I love myself. I have so many things like that. My dad is he once made me stick on the wall this 3-line quote, which I have to wake up in the morning and see every day. And say, I don't practice that anymore, to be honest. But okay, but but it does give you a sense of positivity, and it's true. When you say something positive, it does have an impact. Um, now if you're such a negative person and you start your day with saying something negative, it's eventually gonna tear you apart no matter what. Think about it. Just say, today's gonna be a horrible day. I have to go to work. I have to go to college. I have to. It's eventually you have to go. There's you have to attend it no matter what. But it's still, you take it as a, what do you say, as a burden, and that's not going to help you no matter what. Um, whether it's whether you're studying or working, whatever. So um, so I'm just saying, just it's basically like what you sow, you reap. Basically, it works in that principle. So just stay positive. And yeah, pretty much it. That's all from my side. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Wonderful and very encouraging thoughts, Advait. Well done. You are growing as a speaker. Wonderful to see that. We have with us Dinisha.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Your topic is a lot of things broke my heart but fixed my vision. I'll repeat. A lot of things broke my heart but fixed my vision. Miss Dinisha.
Thank you for the wonderful topic. Good evening to you all, the global impromptu family. Um, yes, I agree with you, Toastmaster Umar. Lot of the things break my heart, but they fixed my vision. That has been done from my childhood. Some time back, when I was schooling, uh, I was a very mischievous child. So everybody uh, they make many statements regarding me. So that hurts me because actually I was not such naughty. Yet I wanted to make myself correct. And the words I hear break in my heart. So what I did, I had no other option. I just closed my world to myself. I don't wanted to listen to others. I I had been me and I did my work. I wanted to stop their statements. So what I did all my studies uh, very well and did sports as well. And after that, some time back, the all others were very amazing of my results. So thereafter, they uh, did not mention anything which I have done in my very small days. So a lot of things actually broke my heart, but it fixed my vision. That was actually I every day when somebody hurts me, what I have to get is how I can face this. That is the only thing I wanted to think. I do not wanted to get that broken heart and to be worry about it. I will be more stronger and stronger after that. Over to you, uh, table topic master.
Wonderful, inspiring words. All are motivational speaker right today, huh? That is great to see. We have with us Sharman, sir. Sharman.
Yes, sir.
Sharman, sir, I have a very interesting quote from one of my favorite TV series, The Good Doctor. So, quote is, listen carefully. When people want you to do something wrong, when people want you to do something they think is wrong, they say it's reality. I'll repeat. When people want you to do something they think it is wrong, they say it is reality.
Yeah, Mr. Table Topic Master and Global Income Friends. That's the nature of people. Some people have same thing. So they some are not having a grudge or something like they want to put the other person put in trouble, and they can laugh and they can say something behind you, and this person went and did the wrong thing. And but you have to think carefully when you say somebody says maybe some friends also putting you in trouble sometimes. So we have to think carefully and select the people who associates, and you have to select very uh, carefully the what your association, and you have to avoid associating notorious people, and also always say negative things and always say the wrong things. And if somebody heard a word, or sometimes you get very very what do you call it, heart you get heart breaks sometimes. So don't, in this situation, we have to give some gracious word or the humanitarian or a blessed word. Some are very fully gracious to give, always give compliments or giving up that person and helpful, like the humanitarian way. And some are always trying to down others also there. So carefully selecting the friends or association is very important. Over to you, Mr. Debrowik Master.
Interesting thought process, Shaman sir. Well done. We have with us Ruth, the flute master. Okay, so your topic is, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, your topic is, if you feel like shit, everyone you hate wins. I'll
Thank you.
repeat. If you feel like shit, everyone you hate wins.
Well, thank you, gracious Table Topics Master. That is an interesting topic. Well, that's kind of like, oh, let me put it this way. I think that basically sometimes feelings are contagious, but I like to think everybody can win. And that, sometimes people want to make you feel a certain way or get a certain reaction, but we have control of this. We can choose to be gracious. We can choose not to feel like something bad. And there's times that people really want to get that reaction out of you, but you have control about that. Sometimes you have to just say, well, that's their opinion, and just move on. I have friends that disagree with me, and I like to talk with people who have different opinions. But you can't let their opinion influence you. Sometimes people even want to be helpful, or even maybe that person is your teacher, and your teacher might say, for example, a flute player might say, that flute you have is a piece of shit. I actually had someone do that to me once. I had saved up my money to buy my first flute, and their flute was maybe worth 30,000 and mine was maybe worth 300. But I absolutely loved that flute. And they were trying to make me feel bad about my $300 flute. But you know what? They didn't. And then I auditioned for a position in the orchestra, and I won with my $300 flute. And I honestly think that they were probably a little better than I was. But the thing is, I think Eleanor Roosevelt said it best, nobody can make you feel inferior without your permission. So never let anybody make you feel like anything less than you want to feel. Be gracious, fellow Toastmasters.
Well done, Ruth. Nicely improvised, huh? Good. Now we have with us Monu. Monu Sahu. Monu, your topic is, no one ever made a difference by being like everyone else. No one ever made a difference by being like everyone else. Your
You are
voice
not
is
audible,
not.
Monu Sahu. You need to fix your mic.
Okay, we'll move on to next one. Later, meanwhile, he can adjust his mic and all. So let's start with Zainab. Zainab. Zainab, are you there?
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yes.
Not visible. Not visible.
Yeah, I'm having like a little issue, so I might not be able to turn on my camera. Is that okay?
Okay. Okay, no issues. So your topic is, I was prepared, but it still hurts. I will repeat. I was prepared, but it still hurts. Zainab.
A very good morning, good afternoon, good evening to the whole global impromptu family. I hope everyone's doing well. So, the topic I was given was I was prepared, but it still hurts. I feel this is me every time I come on this platform because every time I'm like, oh, I'm going to speak without a stutter and I'm going to have a collective thoughts and, go in a proper linear way, just uh, and not just ramble out random thoughts and random words. And I would properly have a beginning, a climax, and a conclusion to every table topic that I'm given to. Uh, so I'm mentally prepared, but then I'm also mentally prepared that there might be a few glitches. But every time I'm done speaking, it always hurts because there are always good things that come to me after I'm done. And then I'm like, oh, I should have said it this way, or I should have phrased it better, or I could have done better. But in that process, I'm never too gracious to myself. I will agree to that. But I feel this is something that we do in life. When we see a situation, when we are faced with any kind of difficulty or any kind of task, we do prepare for it. Okay. And then for some reason, you always know the outcome, be it a positive outcome or a negative outcome. You always have a hint of it. There are very low chances that, okay, sometimes it just gets to you and you don't really expect things, but then at certain moments you know what's going to happen, either you winning, you losing. But a lot of times, even when you expect not to lose, you expect to lose, and that happens, although you had already seen it coming, it still hurts. Because I feel that is just something within the human nature, that you always want the best to happen for you. And it's like, even when you enter a competition knowing that you will lose, you don't aim for the prize. But when you lose, there's always regret that, oh, I wish I would have won, even though you weren't capable of winning or there were people better than you. But I feel that's just a part of human nature, that you always want to get the best and keep getting better at whatever you're doing or whatever you're faced with. And you always want to win, win, win. But that's just not how life is. A lot of people say that life is unfair because they think that way. But I think I've always had this outlook that life isn't really unfair, because if you look at it, everyone says life is unfair. So that means life is unfair to everyone, which makes it pretty fair if you look at it from my perspective. So life's fair. You'll win, you'll lose. The give or takes forever. But even if it hurts, I feel you should just keep your head up and keep moving forward, because at one point you will win. And that would be it. Thank you so much.
Wonderfully improvised, Zainab. Well done, well thoughts. Now we have with us. Okay, next one is who? Ahmed. Ahmed Abdullah. Long after long time.
Yes, it's been a long time. It's good to be
Long
back.
time. Yes, good to be back. So your topic is, only a fool tests the depth of a river with both feet. I'll repeat. Only a fool tests the depth of a river with both feet.
You know, somebody once said, if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change. So when I was a kid, I remember I used to be scared of swimming, and I remember we used to go to this park, and there was a swimming pool there, and my friends would always swim on the deep end, and I would swim on the shallow end. And one day, I don't know how it happened, but I was kind of I was passing by the deep end, and my friends threw me in. Now, for a moment, I thought that was it. Life just flashed in front of my eyes, and I thought I was dead. I drank so much water, and I thought I would never come out. But I did come out. I survived. I survived, and I thought to myself, oh, if I can do this, then I can do anything. Because I remember when I was always at the shallow side, I could actually touch the feet, and I could touch the bottom of the pool with my feet because it was the shallow end. And I used to always wonder, how deep would it be on the deep end? And I used to visualize it. I used to dream about it until that day when they threw me in the deep end, and life changed for me. So here's the thing. I thought I was a little fool thinking that I could touch the bottom of the river with both feet, until I realized that I couldn't do that. Until my friends picked me up and threw me in the deep end. Only then did I realize that, you know what, never be afraid at all. Just head on and target your fears. And that's exactly what happened. So my dear friends, it's good to see you all. We are all here to practice, our public speaking, and that's why I would suggest, whatever it is, let's just attack it head on, and it's only a fool that could actually, okay, forget the river. Let's come back to let's come back to public speaking. Anyway, it's good to be back, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a while. Back to you, dear.
Wonderful, Emma. You have a story for every topic, huh? Okay, great. Now we have with us Anne Tasamba from Africa. Anne Tasamba, are you there? Anne?
Yes, I am. But
Yes,
my apologies, I'm not somewhere where I can display my video.
Okay, so no, your topic is? Okay, the worst scars are on the inside. They never heal. I'll repeat, the worst scars are on the inside. They never heal. And
thank you so much, Table Topics Master. Wow. Scars. Scars can be on the inside. Scars can be on the outside. Scars that are on the outside are scars that everybody can see. But scars that are on the inside are scars that only you, the bearer, will be able to see. It is now 10 years back when my beloved dad left this earth. Yes, I've had a lot of encouragement from friends, family. We've been together, we mourned together, and eventually we kind of seem to forget. We support one another. And on top, it just looks like all is well, we have healed. But oftentimes, now 10 years, oftentimes when I'm alone, the memories come back, the things that we used to do with my dad, and I realize I don't seem to be healing. And yet, I've had accidents, I've had wounds, and I've had scars on my skin, and those ones have healed. I wonder why the inside scars don't heal that fast. But I think I have come to realize that probably why we do not let the inside scars heal is because we do not expose them so much. The outside scar heals, I think, because it's even exposed to air, and you're giving it the attention, you're giving it the medicine it requires. With the inside scars, I think we ignore them. We tend to pretend. We tend to be in denial. And in the process, these scars do not heal. So what I would like to think is that as I work on my own scars, I need to accept that I have a wound inside, and I've got to find a way of working on it. And I think that's what I will also encourage everybody. Let's find ways of working on our inside scars. Let's accept Let's not be in denial so that our inside scars can be given a chance to heal. Thank you. Over to you, Table Topics Master.
Wonderful thought process, Anne. Wonderful. Everybody is inspiring, huh? Great. So now we have with us Prasad. Prasad is with us, huh?
Yes, I am.
Can you open the video?
Yeah, 1 second. Okay, hope you can see me.
Okay. So your topic, I cannot still see you, but still I will give you the topic. So your topic is, without deviation from the norm, progress is not possible. Without the deviation from the norm, progress is not possible. Prasad. Prasad. No. नको मौजूद. माफी मौजूद, हाँ? Okay, we'll move on to another one.
Am I visible?
No, but you can
Am I
speak on the topic.
visible?
No. You can speak on the topic anyway. No issues.
Seeing any progress with the traditional norms. Sometimes we have to deviate the norms in order to get a new outcome or get a new process, which will give lots of different in the outcome. If you take a pipe, we can bend it. We should not break it in order to get the full use of it. Like that, rules can be bent. We should not break the rules, but we can bend the rules. Like that, deviation can happen in norms in order to get best outcome, in order to give the full good experience to the beneficiaries. But sometimes we failed in deviating. That will sometimes, if we are deviating the norms, that will give a bad example. In our institutions, we might get sacked, or we might get suspended in our duty while we are deviating the norms. We have to be careful about how much we can bend, how much we can deviate. With that, according to the rules and regulations, the out situation, inside situation, we should analyze, and after that only we can deviate the norms. So my dear Toastmasters, deviation is good until otherwise it harms yourself or others. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Wonderful. Dinesh, wonderful thoughts. We have with us Anushri ma'am. She asked me for the last, maybe at the end of the session. Anushri, are you there? Anushri Sharma ma'am, nahi hai, busy hai. Okay, we have with us Monu. Monu, you want to try again?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I'll give you the same topic. No issues. So your topic is no one ever made a difference by being like everyone else. No one ever made a difference by being like everyone else. Monu.
Good evening, all dear member. In this world, everyone wants to be unique. They want their own quality and strength. And we all know that everyone have their own qualities, their attitude, and all of the things. And those things cannot be changed. But if they decide to change it, then they can. Normally, in our family member or even in our office, we see the people's behavior. Sometimes they have their good behavior, but they know themselves that I am good. But if we see from others' eyes, then they other side know the better of about that person, that behavior, the behavior of that person. So sometimes it happens that the person is going to perform a good things or bad things. Most of the times we just tell them, please do work like that, but they cannot convert those things in a good way what we are expecting. This is just because of they have their own qualities, they have their own attitudes. So in this way, we would say we all should try to cultivate the things what we are seeing in our environment. As per others person, what they are suggesting, they are just seeing the good things in you and always suggesting that this is the good, this is the right. But it doesn't mean that all things are right. So we all should follow the rule, and we all should listen every person, our family members, our friends, our senior, our colleagues. What they are saying, we have to just follow them and have to do good things so that everyone could happen rightly in our life. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Wonderful thoughts, Monu. We have with us Pragya also after a long time. Pragya.
Yes, Toastmaster.
You cannot open the video?
No.
Okay. So your topic is the usefulness of the cup is its emptiness. I'll repeat. The usefulness of the cup is its emptiness. Toastmaster Pragya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Umar, for a wonderful topic. And I totally resonate to this topic. Reason being that if you're already full, you don't have an option to fill the thing with what you want to be there. Still, because when the cup is empty, you have all the choice with you of what you would want to fill it with. Similar thing to our life. If our life is already full of fears, grudges, anxieties, irritations, and so many other things, then we will not have a place remaining in our mind, the cup of our body, I would say, to fill it with the right things that we would want to. But if it is empty, if you have kept that space, you know that you can fill it with positivity, with your passions, with your choices, and so many other things in life. And that's the uniqueness of the cup, which is empty. It's only possible to fill it with the right things when it is empty. A cup which is already filled, you leaves its name. It either becomes a coffee cup, a tea cup, or a mind full of negativities. So I would say, if we really, really want to make our life and the cups of our life unique, keep them empty. And I would say rather empty them every morning you get up so that you can fill it with whatever you like for that particular day. I am trying to do that, although it's a very tough task to wake up with an empty cup every morning and keep each day unique to itself. But we can always try to make things work. And I hope all of you are trying that too. Over to you, Toastmaster Omar.
Interesting thought process, Toastmaster Pragya. Now we have with us our timer. Diti and Jesse. Anybody will take the timer's role for that topic? Okay, Abhinav will take, huh?
Yes,
okay.
I'm relieved.
Okay, so your topic is, it's not the future you are afraid of. It's repeating the past mistakes that make you anxious. I'll repeat, it's not the future that you are afraid of. It's repeating the past mistakes that it makes you anxious.
Toastmaster, table topic master. fellow Toastmaster and dear guests. Of course, it is the past that makes us that anxious, because only when we know the brunt of the failure, you get scared. Take a child and take it to the child will go up to these electrical sockets. It doesn't know that will burn, that will give him the shock. But once given the shock, next time when it goes to the socket, it will think twice and get anxious about it. Any of these, even the public speaking, if you see, once you daringly go, I can attack the topic, and then you blunder it up, and next time you give, before you get the topic, your butterflies will go in all directions. Even it's purely because what you know the result and what is the failure that you had, you don't want to repeat it, and that is the fear of failure that will give you the gripes of anxieties, and that becomes that is the one which you're not going to live in the present, but you will always be thinking of the failures that you have had, which you don't want to repeat it. And then that you are either not moving ahead nor living the present moment, simply because the past mistakes are haunting you. Normally, and it's because you know what has happened to you. That's the fear people have. Since we don't know what lies ahead, we keep thinking of the past in the present and making our future more our future ahead is also like anxiety stricken simply because of the past. Over to you.
Jesse. We have Anushri ma'am with us back, so we can have a topic for her. Okay, last.
Sorry, Umarji, there is a call from home, so
Okay,
emergency.
no,
That's why.
okay.
Sorry.
Hope everything is fine. Okay, so
Yeah.
your topic is love happens when you put aside your egos and let your souls connect. I'll repeat. Love happens when you put aside your egos and let your souls connect. Miss Anushri.
Namaskar, my global impromptu family and friends. I think your topic is contradictory. When you are taking a two words, I'm selecting from there, love and ego. When these two things are there, how it can go side by side. Either you can have an ego or either you can love. Both the things, according to me, cannot go side by side or together. For me, if I want to, in a love, ego is somewhere, not in my house, in neighbor's house, not in my house at least. So ego should not be there, believe me. Or if I want to show my attitude, then full swag should be there. There is no love. There is so many other emotions which I want to show that person, but there is no love at all. Believe me. If I say to that person, I love you, and then I was showing it to him or her, sorry, it's not love. It's just to show off. Believe me. So for me, I can go with that one emotion at a time. Either I can love a person, this is my personal feeling I'm sharing, or I can show my ego. And this is not only my words, believe me, family and friends, I live these things in my life. When I love someone, I don't have ego, anything. How many times I fight, I will go again and again. I will say sorry. I will do what all I can do for that person. No issues, no ego, nothing. But when, yes, if I want to show ego, yes, as a human being, there are a person where I definitely show ego. Then I will show my swag only. I will show my ego. There is no compromise in that, because whatever I'm doing the fullest. Love also without ego, ego without love. Over to you, Omarji.
I don't know what direction you took the topic, but well, great speaking. You have to set aside the ego. Okay, so last we have DTM Amjad.
Yes, Umarji. Yes, I'm ready.
Your topic is, if you don't value yourself, then you will always be attracted to people who don't value you either. I repeat, if you don't value yourself, you will always be attracted to people who don't value you either. DTM Amjad.
Thank you so much, Mr. Topics Master, Toastmaster Umar. If you don't value yourself and people will not value you, something like that, I cannot reiterate the entire statement, but yes, I completely buy the statement and agree with the statement that if you don't value yourself, nobody is going to value you. And they are going to describe, because the thing is, you are the first person who you are spending most of the time with. And if you don't know yourself, if you are not respecting the vulnerable sides or experience side or something to be to feel great about it, then else will do it. You have to tell people who you are. I've been telling that you go for interview, you take your CV and you tell people, this is what I have done, this is what I have done, this is what I have done, this is this is school which I have gone to, this is the experience I've got in my last 20 years, 30 years, whatever. And that's called bragging. Like, you have to tell it. If you are not telling people, people will not know. So if you are not confident about it, people will not be able to know you very well. And that's kind of respect, which is self-respect. In many of my speeches, my core idea, the core point, the gist of my speeches are self-belief, self-respect, self-awareness. How can you achieve something with after disconnecting with yourself? How can you win somebody without winning yourself? How can you live in somebody's heart without living in your own heart? It's impossible. And I completely buy the statement. You have to respect yourself if you want to achieve something great. If you're following somebody, stop doing it, because that person is taken, that person will not give you his position or her position, but you have to take your position, because your position is always empty, always vacant, always vacancy is there. Go back, no problem. Late is better than never. This is where you are going to get recognition, your idea, your identity. Please go back. I implore you, I plead you. That's what I'm following in my life. I don't follow people. I just respect their achievements. I respect their struggle. I respect their vulnerabilities, their stories. But I always respect myself first, because I know that if I'm not able to respect myself, you will not believe me that this person does not respect himself. How could be able to respect us? So, Mr. Topics Master, I completely agree with your statement. You have to respect yourself. Otherwise, people will not give you any damn. Back to you.
Wonderful thoughts. So many inspirational speeches today. We are all pumped up and full of energy and all inspired and ready to conquer the world the next day. Okay, great session and wonderful topic. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Anybody's left? No, I don't think so. Everybody has been done full justice and they are happy. So now for my topic, who is
So
giving?
Shant has asked, but Ajay is also waving his hand, and you can agree with each other or toss and do it
We'll give him two topics. What is the problem?
as you wish.
Okay,
As
no
you wish.
issues, no issues. No.
Why I'll tell you two topics, because it's logged in from two gadgets, two instruments.
Oh, I will log off from
One is a gracious humor and the other is enigmatic humor. So we'll give him two topics. Okay,
Okay,
Shushank, that
one
is okay?
easier.
Sushant,
No
okay?
issue.
Two topics for
Yeah,
you.
sure, sure,
Okay,
Aditi.
I'll go with the first one, then you take the second one.
Sure, sure.
Okay, Umar, the topic for you is a little simple. It comes from Mars, straight from Mars. Okay. It's a question to you. Does fate exist? Does fate exist? If so, do we have free will? Does fate exist? If so, do we have free will? I'll put it in the chat as well.
Fate, F-A-T-E or F-A-I-T-H? Okay.
Sorry, just fate, F-A-T. I'll put it in the chat as well.
Okay.
Here you go. If you can read it.
Okay. I completely agree that fate does exist. We are free to choose something, but we are not free of their consequences. But free will exists or not, that I don't believe. There is always some cloud of judgment, some cultural conditioning, some religious programming, whatever influences, political, geological, different influences will be there in making for when you are making the informed decision that you want to make. So free will completely existing, I think it's a myth. According to my knowledge and according to my viewpoint, free will should exist. Everybody should be free to choose, but still there will be a, we call it the cognitive bias. When you have a mental bias, you will not know something that you are choosing something, but maybe there is some reason from your past you are taking that decision and you are putting into action. So but still there will be some influence from your past experiences, maybe from your parenting and from the childhood experiences, whatever. So that for me, there is no such thing as free will. We are free to choose things, but we are not free of the consequences, and those consequences are your fate, because you have to face your fate one time. You will have to be punished for your deeds, good or bad. That is your fate, the consequences you bear. That's what I, when I draw the line between a destiny and fate. What is destiny? Destiny is just based on the actions that are to be taken. Fate is based on when the actions have been taken, now you are facing the consequences of it. Something is related to future, other is also related to your past, that repercussions you have in the future. So fate, obviously, you, I strongly believe in that we faith exists, and we should be ready for it. In one way or other, we are going to be judged, and we are going to be facing the consequences of what we have done. What we, if we have done something positive, we will be getting positive results, positive impact in life for others and everybody. But yeah, if we have done anything negative or bad, we are going to be facing the consequences of facing our fate in one way or other. Maybe in terms of it may not be soon, but maybe it will be later. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Very, very well taken, Umar. I know it is a very tricky topic. It came straight from Mars, and I was very happy that you graciously attempted it.
Thank you. Thank you. Actually, I'm from Mars, so I was even easily comfortably attempted it also.
Because you don't face any fate on Earth because of this. Shushant, Shushant, you can go ahead and shoot the next topic for Umar.
Yeah. So Umarji, the topic that I'm giving you is something from the movie After Earth. It was released recently.
It is
The
related to
topic
fear,
is yes. It contains the word itself. Danger is real fear, but fear is a choice. Danger is real fear, but fear is a choice.
Yes, it's one of my favorite quotes. Danger is real. Whatever you are facing in life, the dangers and whatever the actual circumstances that are real, that are in front of you. But if you want to be afraid and if you want to be brave, it's up to you. It's your choice. It is a conscious decision that you have to make, whether you have to stand up for it in front of that situation, in front of that person, and in front of that situation, whatever you want to do. It's all up to you. That what is in your mind is what you will be deciding. That what you believe in, you will be having that consequence, and that will be the result. So danger, whatever danger you want to face, you are facing a lion. Okay, what you will do? You have a choice to run away. Okay, you maybe improvise and you want to fight. What is the educated mind and what is the sensible thing to do? That you are the one who will decide. That in that situation, whatever resources you have, whatever capabilities you have, in whatever circumstances that are surrounding that you are facing a lion, how you can react to that situation or how you can respond. There is a difference between responding and reacting to something. Animals may react to different situations. As we as human beings respond, response is always conscious and mental. You have to think and then you have to act. That is called responding to the situation. So it's how you respond to the situation is that matters, and how you can deal with that situation. So I completely agree with this topic, that fear is always a choice, and it's up to you, whether you want to run away from it or want to face those fears. Because my virtual background is also facing your fears. So face your fears, conquer your fears, accept them, and you will be on the road to the success. Over to you, Sushant.
All right, thank you so much, Sushant, Ajayji, and Umarji. Thank you much. Thank you so much for your contribution, participation. Now we'll go to DTM Jesse for the timing report, please. Over to DTM Jesse.
Yes, let me post this, and then I will call out. Right. Chat. Okay. The first one is Dr. Farida. I don't know why it is come D to B plus. Maybe it is a doctor's language, maybe. She spoke for 2 minutes, 10 seconds. Second, Toastmaster Savita, 1 minute, 5 seconds. Toastmaster Sushant, 2 minutes. Toastmaster Manodya, 2 minutes. Toastmaster Abhinav, 2 minutes, 7 seconds. Toastmaster Dinesh Reddy, 1 minute. Toastmaster Ajay, 2 minutes, 1 second. Toastmaster Manu, 2 minutes, 3 seconds. Toastmaster Advait, 1 minute, 55 seconds. Toastmaster Dinisha, 2 minutes, 27 seconds. Toastmaster Sherman, 1 minute, 55 seconds. Toastmaster Ruth, 1 minute 55, Zainab 2 minutes 54, Toastmaster Ahmed 2 minutes 25, Toastmaster Anne 2 minutes 47 seconds, Toastmaster Prasad 1 minute 33 seconds, Toastmaster Monu Sahu 2 minutes 15, Toastmaster Pragya 1 minute 50 seconds, Jesse 2 minutes 12, Anushri 1 minute 34 seconds, Toastmaster Amjad 2 minutes 38 seconds, Omar 2 minutes 30 seconds, and 2 minutes, it cannot be 70 seconds, right? 7 seconds. 7 seconds.
Thank you so much, DTM Jesse. Thank you so much. Please give her a big hand for managing the time, ladies and gentlemen. All right, with that, we would like to thank you all for coming, participating, inspiring, elating our emotions, and sharing your amazing stories, amazing stories. Thank you so much. With that, thank you so much, Osman Somar, all the way from Saudi Arabia. With that, Power by Cinema, the host of this very meeting, we adjourn the meeting, and now over to each one of you to have fun for some time. Stay blessed.